Hey everybody, Forensic Psych back, and as you can see, it is the end of day 20, or I'm sorry, the end of day 2. It's coming up on 2200 hours, and I'm an idiot. Um, so, first off, let me tell you all the stuff that happened. Um, I was, I lost my day 2 recording, but that's okay, because there wasn't really a whole lot that happened. Um, I use OBS for doing my recording, and I've been using Voicemeeter Banana to try and get set up to do co-op recording using Discord so that Zeus21 and I can continue the Portal Knight series. But story short, I screwed up and was on the wrong scene in OBS and recorded black for quite a while because it was on the Portal Nights rather than on 7 days. So anyway, there's that. Then, let me explain what all I did. So, before it gets too dark, let's go up here and take a look. Came up here last night, chopped the top of the roof off, put in a sleeping bag there so that I've got some place to spawn in case I die, where I should be relatively safe. There's the you see that cabin over there? That's another forge house. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm about to. There was a couple of zombies that came by during the night, and I killed them. Like that one right down there. And what else did I do? Set up a couple of frames so that I can get off the front and the back to shoot. Set up the ramp so that I could get up and down. Because the forge downstairs was screwed up, I just chopped it up for the rocks in the middle of the night, and I brought the campfire up here as well. So let me show you on the map what we did. So when we started, yeah, here we go. Nighttime. So when we started, it was over in this general area, and we made our way quickly to the Trader Joel's. Did our business there. Then we went up. We saw this thing that we thought was a house and hopefully a forge house, but it wasn't. It was just tents. So we came back out, went up this way a little bit, and could see that there was nothing on the far side of the hill there. So we came back this way and then went cross country over this great big hill until we saw the cabin we're in, landed and spent the night there. I did fight a buzzard, vulture, I think they're called, overnight, and managed to fend him off, but as you can see, I did take some damage. I was down into the 70s by the time I was done fighting with him. Eventually he flew away. I think he flew out of aggro, and I didn't get to kill him, but I really wanted the feathers and didn't get them. So anyway, after that, in the morning, I looted the bodies that were on the ground down there, and then I came down here, and it looks like I need to eat. Came down here, and I got as Games for Kicks would say, I got infectinated as well. So I've taken the one antibiotic that I found on day 1. I went up through the grassy area, got over the hill, managed to get a deer, and went down to this forge house that you can see here, and found that it was, I think I actually forgot to look and see whether it was functional or not, but I think this was a destroyed forge as well. Killed some sleepers here once I got done. I was getting ready to depart from this house when a dog spawned in and frickin' came in and attacked me, and I managed to jump up on the railing that's normally right there by the stairs and fought him off from on top of the railing and managed to get bit up a little bit and bled, and that's how I'm at 31 at this point. After that, I came up to the top of the hill that's up over there, and as I was running down the hill, I could see finally there's some kind of city over here. So that's where we're going to be headed tomorrow. But it was early afternoon by that point, and I decided to come straight back cross country to here, because in the morning I had seen this forge house, which is the one I just showed you up on the roof. I ran over there to do a quick loot before it got dark, and while I was there I killed just a couple of sleepers, got a bunch of empty jars and whatnot, and a cook pot. So, killed a few animals, got a cook pot, so now I have some stuff to make torches and candles, and that is about where I left off with that. Funny thing is, when I got over to this forge house, the forge in this house was not in the corner where it normally is. Instead, normally it's in that front corner there. Instead, it was between the tables outside the bathroom, and it was a functional forge, not a destroyed one. So apparently there is a couple of different forge houses now that you have to contend with. So, there's that. I have enough to make a forge, and I guess I'm going to do that. What I'm going to do is work on some leveling up and stuff, and while I'm doing that, I might just do a time lapse so that you guys can kind of see what's going on there. But first I want to mention, I received a really nice comment from somebody named, I'm going to butcher her name, I'm sure, but I think her name is Eywa, and please send me something in comments to let me know if I'm saying that wrong. Eywa. I'd like to know. But she sent me an MP3, a link to an MP3 and a link to a video that she did, and she was really, she really liked my video, and she said this was her, it's a cover of a song, I think, but it was her rendition of it, and she said that we could use that with my videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that in the video right here, and we'll do a little bit of a time lapse, and I'll cut stuff out throughout the course of the evening, and then we will see you first thing in the morning to take it for day 3. Thanks. Here we go.
Slowly taken, and the violence
Hey everybody, Forensic Psych back. And so, hopefully you heard the song and saw a little bit of overnight crafting there, and making some torches. I was half tempted to take them out and put them out. There's a zombie downstairs, but it's so dark I cannot see him. So, I think I'm just gonna hunker down and wait inside here and wait for morning to come. And so I'm going to cut, and then I will come back as soon as morning is here, and we'll start the journey over to the other side. Hey everybody, Forensic Psych back. Hopefully you got to see some wandering through the desert, at least. Nothing really spectacular or exciting happened. As you can see way over in the distance there, that's the city we're headed for. Looks like, I can't tell from here, but that looks like a building of some kind. And somewhere right down in there, there's a ranger cabin. And the ranger cabin, I know we can make secure, at least to get us to, if not through, the Day 7 horde. There it is. So, we're going to make our way over there and try and set up shop. And I'm going to cut here, and I'll be back as soon as I get there. We've managed to pick up a lot of feathers. We're going to be okay for arrows, I think. Sounds like we got somebody down there in the basement. Come on, lady. Before I get too far into this, I'm going to do one thing I always do, and that's chop out these bottom couple sections of stairs. Alright, so it looks like we've got that mostly cleared out. Headshots seem to work pretty well on these guys. There he is. Got him. Alright, before we get too far gone here, I'm gonna unload. In fact, we're gonna call this one an episode. We've got enough on the clock here that I'm sure we're going to end up having to cut quite a bit. So we're going to call this one an episode, drop everything up in here, go down the stairs, loot and take care of those bodies, and then in the next episode we'll see what we can make out of this place and maybe even go check out the other one. The town, that is. Thanks folks for coming by and checking out episode number 3 of 7 Days to Die, Alpha 16 Experimental. The 4 things we always say are, if you like what you see, and hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, and you'll get notifications when I put up new videos just like this one. If you have comments, questions, suggestions, opinions, or even an MP3 of your own music that you'd like to share with me and everyone else, please put that in the comments section below. And as always, if you have friends, send them on over to check out the channel and let us know what they think as well. Don't forget, go out there, everybody, and check out Zombie by Eywa. And Eywa, if I'm butchering that, please get back in the conversation channel and let me know so that I can fix it. Thanks. See ya, folks.